You're listening to the official Minnesota Wild podcast, presented by Acrisure.
Back to full strength. How's the recovery coming?
Good. It's going great so far. Back on the ice again, and felt good. You know, a lot of the pain's gone and just soreness here and there, but getting there. Should be 100% here on the ice in a couple weeks, so just keep moving forward.
So off-ice training too, or on ice, what's your summer kind of look like?
Yeah, off-ice. I just started on ice, but been able to train the gym for last month and a half since the season ended. And, yeah, it's been feeling good. Been making a ton of progress and feel like I'm starting to get in great shape and excited to be able to push the ice here in a couple weeks.
This aside, are you usually back here for your summers? Is this where you usually...
Yeah, I'm home in the summers. Past few years I've had to go to school for a month or two. But, yeah, it's nice to be here and obviously have access to all these, facilities and trainers, and it's been a great summer so far.
A lot of Spartans had their name called on Saturday. Did you give any advice or anybody reach out to you?
No one's reached out, but that was pretty cool to see. I know Nighty's always bringing in a ton of talent to state, and I'm still obviously a big fan of that program. They did so much for me, and I had such a good time there, so I'm looking forward to rooting for them next year.
How do you just deal with the disappointment of how the season ended, personally with the injury, and then with the season, but then also not getting the chance to come up here and play potentially? How did you just wrap your head around all that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's kind of part of the game. You never wish for injuries, but it happens to everyone, whether that's start of the season, playoffs, whatever it is. So obviously very unfortunate, but all I could do is focus on rehab and resetting and getting ready to go for next season. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on.
What are your expectations and what will you focus on this summer just to show your readiness in the fall?
Yeah, I think continuing to try and get faster is a big one, like quicker first 3 steps. And then just be in the best shape possible when it comes camp time. Be ready to go, use my frame, play to my size and ability, and do what I can to make the team.
You did a lot of work with the strength and conditioning coach at Michigan State, and how much that's helped you over the years. Like, how you continue to build on that? I know probably the Wild have you doing different things, I'm guessing, but how do you kind of keep that arrow pointing forward?
Yeah, I think continuing to work. Obviously, like I said, Will Morlock was unreal at Michigan State, and Hards here is great as well. So I know they've communicated on things I maybe need to work on in the weight room and focus on, and I'm just continuing to try and get faster and faster. And the weight room's a big thing, and also, mobility huge as well. Being a big guy, trying to obviously prevent injuries.
A lot of talk about the transfer portal and, some people saying it's gone too far with people switching schools. You seem to be an example of how it works the right way, just finding the right fit for you, even if it's not the first place you choose.
Yeah, I think it's different for everyone, right? Like, people can say they abuse it, but I think in a lot of cases it's super helpful. I'm thankful for my time in Wisconsin and learning a lot, but at the end of the day, Michigan State was a perfect fit for me, and I was very grateful to be able to transfer there.
Charlie, do you pay attention to trade talk and if your name's in rumors and all that, or do you just block it out and focus on you?
Yeah, I try not to buy into much of that, even the social media stuff in general. It's going to be out there. You're going to see it even though you don't want to, but do what you got to do. There's nothing really I can control except keep training and get ready to go for the season.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like in some of the exposure to the playoffs, or just watching it, or just being around the team, even though you were injured? Like, what was kind of that like to be around and see the guys and stuff?
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see. Obviously, not the end goal for them, but it was pretty cool to see some of the games and be a supporter. I mean, I've been a fan of this team my whole life, so to see them make a run this year was pretty cool, and I hope to help that out in the future. But yeah, it's also cool to be here training with them in the off season and learning and taking things from them.
I asked Dexheimer too, but are you guys kind of the tour guides when all these guys come to Minnesota for the first time?
Maybe a little bit, but not. We got a lot going on here. We got a lot of team group activities, so not a ton of free time. But yeah, we tell them what's up, tell them what's around if they want to get out of here. So yeah.
Nice.
Instead of the on-ice stuff, being able to just do activities with guys, sounds like you guys get to golf and there was a bunch of skydiving.
Yeah.
It's not the development camp of maybe the past, but isn't that good to just bond together?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's interesting how they do it here, and I respect it because I know there's been other people in the past that have sustained injuries, maybe gone too far in dev camp, and here it's a lot of just learning, and I think that's huge. It's been huge for me to learn over the past few years coming here, and especially for the new young guys as well. Take things from the staff, meet the staff, and bring all that advice into your off-season training so you're ready to go wherever you're playing this year.
So you've been cleared for indoor skydiving now?
I think so, yeah. I'll check again, but I think so.
The best place to go for all your Minnesota Wild audio needs is the official Minnesota Wild podcast presented by Acrisure.
everything Minnesota Wild related, including highlights, press conferences, players, coaches, general managers, and more. It's available on the official Minnesota Wild podcast presented by Acrisure. It's all just a click away at wild.com/podcast.